Good morning, everyone. Yes, that is working, and we can see the galaxy. I'm getting used to that thing. How is everyone? I hope you are traveling well with those stars, and yes, that whatever is happening into your life, you are coping with it well and fine. So, a lot of things have been happening lately, and you are probably thinking more and more of who you are and what's going on into your life, or what is your real purpose, or what are your real feelings and things like that. There must be some stuff happening that is probably pushing you more and more towards that research and going deeper into the self. I've had many elites and I bless them all. Thank you for all the testimonials you've been writing, by the way. I didn't really talk about that, but some made me cry, like literally, because they are so beautiful. So thank you. It really motivates me to keep on working hard. And today we've got a big day with those products. I'm creating passive incomes for the elites and finding ways, semi-passive, where yes, there can be some extra things coming up. So yes, there's going to be that and some other ones. And so anyway, so today is a really good day. I'm really excited about it. But anyway, so you probably have things that are starting to become more and more deeper. So yes, that was the conversation I was having with some of them. That's where I was going to, really their purpose, what I want to involve in their programs, which is normal. And me too, I was sorting a couple of problems that I've had. I talked about it yesterday, but a couple of people that have not really being nice and not honest as well in certain things. And I was like, a little bit whinging, like, sometimes we are. I usually don't. I think that's the first time I'm doing it, or maybe a couple of times, but I usually don't. I'm really happy about my purpose and what I do. But I was like, I don't like that. That's not me. That's not where I am. Why I am here. I'm here to make people feel good. I'm here to always help people all around me and to be, someone that really is seen like that, because I love to give, and I give those videos, I give the weekly updates, I do everything I can to help people, and that was what was shown in my readings as well, having only 5-star ratings, and being booked up to 6 months, in a row. And even though I've shifted, trying to really make sure that I will be helping some people that themselves will be able to help others, because I cannot be helping everyone, right? So the idea with the elites is that they actually take over some of the work that I can get, some clients, and then, it kind of ripples and we create and live a better place in the future, a better world around us for the children and to come, and next generations, or even, right here, right now. So yes, one of my team was really asking me that. She was like, what is your purpose? And I don't believe in mistakes. And the reason why I'm explaining that is the way we have to face ourselves, the way it's so important to go back to the roots of who we are. And it was a very interesting question, actually. It was like, well, who are you really? What is really your purpose, onto this earth? And so I was like, well, that's it. That's between, we are created, and then we have a purpose, and, from, birth to the end. And it's to be our karma, it's to be doing what we have to do. And obviously that is linked with Jupiter going retrograde, with Venus going retrograde. And I didn't talk about a planet, actually. There's a big planet that is very important, which is Saturn. Saturn started to go retrograde. Now it's really kicking in. It takes a little bit longer. It's a slower planet, but it's a very important planet. And now it's definitely in as well, and obviously the 2 other retrogrades would have made it even more important. So Saturn is the teacher, it's karmic. So it was normal that I was, that the situations I was going through were taking me to that question: who am I really, and how do I really want to have an impact and how I really want to help people. And I don't believe in mistakes. During that time, last night, I was, keeping on thinking about all that. And during that time, there was a friend of mine who posted a video about death and purpose. And in that video, she was talking about, it was linked with the doctor. I actually posted last night that video onto my personal profile, so you can see that doctor speaking. And he was talking about the fact that we go back to the light, right? And my friend was also talking about the fact that, when we are born, there is this light. When the embryon is realized, it actually creates a light in the stomach, in the tummy of the mother, but there is a ray of light, and then we end up, and everyone that actually goes and passes goes to the light. And a lot of people in hospitals, when I get brought back, they're like, why did you bring me back? I was so well into that white light. I was feeling so good, and so loved and so accepted, so it was just clicking, it was like, of course, that's it, that's why it's all coming up, and that's why I'm seeing all those things. It's because my purpose on this earth is really to show the people between that moment of light when they are created and that light when they return, to show them their purpose and who they really are. And because a lot of people are lost, they don't know their purpose, they don't know their place into this earth and what they should be doing and what is going to make them happy and give them the abundance that they're looking for. Because as soon as you do the right things, abundance comes after you, right? It doesn't, you don't run after it. You're actually at the right place doing the right work. I mean, last year I had 6 months. People were waiting 6 months to have a reading, I mean, it was just mind-blowing. I was like, oh my gosh, even though it was a lot of work, it was obviously showing that, I was on the right path, doing the right thing, and that people were really appreciating it. So yeah, I really want to keep that part of astrology in my work, and really showing people, even though it's fine with the mentoring and helping people to be successful with the tools that you need to have in business. My idea as a mentor is really using those tools that I use, those 7 supports, because I use 7 supports, so I do readings differently than everyone else. Not only I use 7 supports in horizontal way, but I also work in a vertical way with the light, but also using the frequencies of those supports working together. So yeah, so good questions to ask yourself, So that was my journey yesterday, and the reason I'm talking about it is just that if you have that kind of feeling as well, that suddenly you have all those things popping up, those things talking about you, bringing you to that road, asking yourself the right questions, it's normal, because this is exactly where we're going towards too, Who are we? What is our purpose? How can we help people? And remember that word, helping people, serving people. There's a lot of people that think, as business and money and stuff like that. Well, I work with billionaires. I mean, huge billionaires, people that have so much money you wouldn't believe. If they don't have a goal behind, if there is not a purpose, that energy can actually make them sick, because money is also an energy, a very strong one. And then, they don't know if people love them for them, or, it's all the time banks and everyone, around, and shares and all these kind of things. And if they don't go out, have fun, connect with the world, ground themselves, be linked with purposes and legacies and things that they leave behind, they actually can leave it very, very unwell, even becoming sick. That's something that you need to know. So purpose is definitely important. Money to flow and abundance to flow, to be able to serve your purpose, to be able to do what you need. So having enough, so you never struggle, so you never have the problem, so you can actually live the life that you want and be abundant and being, sorry, my dogs are playing next door. But yes, being abundant, so you don't have any issues, so you can actually give a positive energy to others, because you are not worried into your mind knowing how am I going to pay the next electricity bill, or how can I send my kid to the best school or into that camp, or you know, things like that. You need to be not having any money problems to make sure that you can look after others, and, you know, enough to make sure that you can grow old. And yeah, it can be quite a bit, you know. Sometimes I say to my elites, you know, really technically, to have few properties is always a good thing, because you can always live in one, sell one, and then you can rent the others. That's what I did with my dad. It was all about making sure that he didn't need to work. Well, my parents, obviously, both of them, but I didn't need to work, that I will always have the rents coming in, living in a beautiful property, but having enough if they needed to sell one to be able to do some more stuff or look after themselves when they were growing old. They didn't grow old, but both fell sick, unfortunately, but they really enjoyed their lives. Their last moments was, they were really having a great time. They were really enjoying themselves, traveling all around the world, and going to all the places they wanted to discover, and restaurants or whatever. So the idea is to do that. The idea is to make sure that you are on the right track, doing the right purpose, having the right tools to make that happen, and then after that being positive, having that positivity from within, and then obviously repelling, you know, all that. So that is the thoughts that you need to have in the next couple of days. On the top of that, obviously, tomorrow we've got that new moon starting. So if you are asking yourself all those questions, what is the life that I want to do? How do I want to simplify that life? By doing my purpose, by being in sync, by helping and serving others. And I do mean that because the word humanity and humanistic and doing humanitarian causes and helping others, it's really going to be on the lips of people by the time we reach December, and definitely by the time we reach next year as well, January, February. So how can you be a help, belonging to that world, because we all belong to that world. All our energies are needed to be creating that universe that we are in today. So just ask yourself really all those questions, and after that really start doing it. You can start creating, because Gemini is all about that. It's creativity, it's writing down, it's don't launch now. If you really want to be successful, launch after the 14th of November, but start asking yourself all those questions. This is a very positive retrograde to be able to start working on it, creating those programs, putting all those ideas. I've had a few clients yesterday and we talked about that. Actually, it has been since the beginning of the week, all the clients that I've seen, they're all asking themselves that. I had a beautiful lady yesterday morning and she was like, right, I cannot do all this traveling stuff anymore because it's all blocked and I don't know when it's going to happen. And I say, yeah, but remember, you didn't really share your gift. And she was like, yeah, that's right. And I'm saying, yeah, that's it. You need to work on yourself. You need to work on your gifts, because we all have gifts. We all have a purpose. And I really want you to work on that. And if you need help, I'm here. I can help you out to find that if you do need that. But otherwise, if it already is clear into your mind, or you've had a reading with me and maybe you didn't do it, everything that is happening in the world is actually pushing you to that. Because if you were doing your gift and working online or sharing it, and sharing, it would be flowing. It wouldn't be too much of an issue. So yeah, just go to that. And please, with the new moon, especially today, ask yourself those questions. Don't start today. Just think about it today and go deep. Do some meditations and 5D meditations, even if you need to have your guides and coming in and really, showing you the way. And then after that, because it needs to click, it needs to click with all your being. It needs to be aligned. And then tomorrow start writing and start creating. That's what exactly I would be doing. And we're going to have an awesome weekend, by the way. So yes, it will be time to have fun and to celebrate. That's it. Have an awesome day. Thank you for listening. And I'll talk to you very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.